Okay, we have a problem here in Roblox. We have, first of all, the density of the atmosphere may fool some of you when you're coming in and you say, why is it so cloudy? And that's because you need to go to lighting and you need to go to atmosphere and then take the density of that atmosphere down. But now you can see with the density down that this mesh for the road is really messed up. There's no way that a car can drive on that without getting into an accident. And then down here, there is a bad mesh as well. So I've gone back into Blender and I've smoothed that out by going into the DEM in edit mode, and then where I saw big clusters of points, like there's one there, for example, I selected these points and I started working on smoothing these vertices, which helps a little bit, and then even going in and individually working with the vertices to try to pull them down. And I certainly did that with the road where you had a big old mess, but I flattened them out by scaling to 0. And so hopefully this is going to improve that look. So I've exported it to Roblox and upload to Roblox. And now when we come back for it and look for this, which is plane cube, it should update, but it so far hasn't. So this is called plane cube, and let's see if it came in. Now sometimes what you can do is you can go to your Roblox account and go to create, and then go to your dashboard and go to development items, and you should see it. So here's plane cube for Akrich. There's a bunch of others here. This one is the one that we're using, and it says not distributor and creator store is fine. Version history, and current is November 6th. So it didn't upload it for some reason. And so let's see what's going on with Blender. So I upload it, and sometimes it's because you're not logged in properly, because I didn't have Roblox Studio up. So let's see what it does. It says it's working, and now it says it is uploading, and it says it's uploaded, and that's 0.001. So that's this there. Then current, did it upload? Yeah, there it is. Now current is November 10th. So that's helpful. So that means when we go in here, it's uploaded to the point where it's not even there anymore. Or yes, it is. It is there, but it's too low. Something happened to the geometry, but let's see what happens if we move this up now. Right? And then it's going to create a problem. The link is going to break, and we have to tell it to publish the package for that new location there. But let's see if it has helped. Like down here, it's not as dire as it was, and the road up there is a little bit improved. Now, is it drivably improved? Let's see. So let's go in and play this. Oh my. And that's a mess, isn't it? Oh, everything fell apart. And probably that is because while we've moved this into place, it hasn't been anchored. And now let's lock it as well. And then it breaks the permission, and then we need to come back in and publish the package to relink. All right, now let's see what happens. something still falls out of the sky. That's some kind of car. I think it's a Tesla that one of the students brought in. So clearly there's a mess of a mess here. And why that is anybody's guess. So let's see. It's not coming in as a floor. Maybe it needs to have a collision put on it, but it is. Let's see. It's locked, so certainly I can't get at it. So I think I'm going to have to unlock it.
No, you can't take the whole thing. That's to share.
And then go to select.
That's to share. Take what you need.
And
No,
does anchor appear on? So if you can't see anchor really well, sometimes you can look at it in here under plane cube. There's a transparency. There's locked right there. But where is anchor? And collide is on. Collision fidelity, maybe we want to put that on to precise. And where is the anchor? I don't see an anchor there. Now if we go up to the actual model, parent, workspace, origin, primary world position, behavior, I don't see any anchor in there, but we'll turn it on. And we'll try it again. There we go. Now, clearly it's not working as intended. The whole thing has a mesh box that's not correct. So we're back to figuring out what we want to do about this. Bring it up a little more so that it just touches the cars, for example. And let's see if we come back to here. This one here, an auto update, has plane cube in a weld. And it was put onto hull for some reason, and hull is probably why it did that. It's got to be precise convex. It's not letting us do it. There we go. Finally, it did the calculation. Let's try to move it up just a little bit more. And let's actually lock it now, just because that would help. Alright, and let's play it and see what happens now. Wow, well, it certainly destroyed the car, but at least we're able to go downhill, which is what we wanted to be able to do. It does have the contours, and while the Tesla truck definitely broke, if we come into this car, now, oh great, boom. He's under the world, so something happened with the vertices for those cars. Let's move the Tesla truck up. Let's move this car up. Oops, not just that one. So they can drop into place. That one up. And let's move this one up out of the desert sands. Let's try it now. And we fall through the world again. Great. Well, I can try this out by moving this over to, yes, it's way below the land. and there's some collision issue. If I bring it up here, and bring it onto the highway, and let's turn it around. Now let's try. So now we get on the road. It looks like the smoothing I did actually worked. Until we fall off the world. But yes, so the smoothing we did is definitely there, and there's going to be some work to be done on these other models for sure, particularly because this world is not rotated properly now. So let's go to a bird's eye view, and let's go like this, and let's go to the world, and let's try to rotate it and move it slightly. You're wondering why is it not lining up in terms of rotations, and that's a pain from the way it was sized. Now there is a way to make it so that the move tool works properly, but then it seems to break things. So you can go to edit pivot here under model, and you can move the pivot point where you like, and you can rotate it so that stuff moves better, and temporarily you can get a fix. And then let's publish to Roblox. So that's the area that we cleaned up a little bit, and the fine tuning has to be done, but now we should lock it again, and I'll do that from the model here. The lock is on, okay. If lock was on, why was I able to move it? That's an interesting idea. So lock is on, but it means that when I click on lock, I should now be able to lock it. No? Because unlock, lock, but it was still allowing me to edit it. Don't understand that. All right, so going back to play. So there's a lot of work to be done here. That piece there, for example, is not right. Oh boy. All right, so there's a lot of fixing that has to be done. Oh, even the staircase got messed up. How'd that happen? All right. Well, gotta get to it. Staircase looks like it disappeared, and where those stairs are, where is the staircase? Staircase. Yeah, it got underneath the world, so clearly you've got a problem here, Houston, that is affecting a lot of this. And rather than try to do that, I should be raising the plane cube. That's the one that needs to be moved down. That's what it should be, right? And then publish to Roblox. Now when we play, it should be a little bit better. I think that Tesla truck, I think that Tesla truck is good to go because I think that's causing the problem. And it goes under wherever that bad mesh is, and then off it. But at least that's in the right place. So a little bit closer than before. This got way messed up. And who is that? That's building back to his package link is broken. So let's publish the package. And then let's go back into Blender where we have a different version of it here. And it's called Shader House Back. And we're going to get rid of, then upload this and hope that it uploads. And we're going to get rid of building back to, because that's, oh, it's got in it Shading House Back. Okay, so it has that in it. Well, in that case, let's see if we go back to here and where building back to is. It was created on November 6th, so that's when it was last updated. And here it says it uploaded Shade House back, but we don't see it. Shade House back. Very confusing. So is there a way I can delete this? That is one of the most annoying things about this, is it doesn't make it easy to delete stuff. So that's gone. Coming back to here, it's called Shade House Back. And you would think it was in the inventory. So it's still there for some reason, and it shouldn't. There isn't anything else in there. So yeah, what's going on here? Upload. It says it's uploaded it, and then we go to here, and we get all of nothing. Yeah, nothing. Really bizarre. Uploaded from Blender, and does it even say when? Version history. Yeah, it says that's the current version. And then it says restore. Restore from version 4. I don't want to restore from version 4. I want version 5. V6. Stored V6. It's not what I want. I want version 5. Alright. Well, if that's the case, then building back to, if I delete it, and then I look for the one that I just had, where it is there. Yeah, it's not updating any of the textures. and the scale should be 6.5. And then it gets moved way over who knows where. I guess it's way underground here, so there it is. Way messed up. Alright, so we clearly don't want that. So bringing this one in is not proving to be easy. And it should prove to be easy. Who are you? Sync. Oh yeah, sync. Just getting those buildings in should be a charm. Should just come right in, and then we should be able to scale it up. Now that pivot point is a problem, perhaps, and I'm still mystified as to how that pivot point gets to where it is. I mean, here, there's the pivot point there. If I say object, set origin to geometry, and try to put it in the middle, and then upload it again, that's version 8. Wow. Alright, so that was not what we wanted, version 5, that's why. So current, there's no restore from version 8. That's 1141, that's 1141. That should work, but it's not working. And it says up here in that little arrow, package update available. So I'll go to auto update, but it didn't update with anything that I recognize as what should be version 8. Version number, it says 8. So somehow the materials have been overridden. I can't understand that. So it says that it has version 8. And if I go there, look at the pivot point still way the heck over there, which don't make no sense. This is surface appearance, alpha mode overlay, transparency. That doesn't do anything. Overlay, color. There's that. It's got a color map. Normal map of this map. So then when we go to the model, material doesn't have to be plastic, it can be pavement. So it's not doing much. And then in the transform, there's the size. There's the pivot point is in the center where it should be. Interesting. If I go to the, here the pivot point is not right. The origin, pivot point, primary part, world pivot.
Okay, what is a pivot?
It's that, it's what makes, it's that little dot there that makes it go right or left. And I wanted it to be inside it, but it looks like if I go to the model itself, I should be able to scale the model. Oops. I have to hold probably shift, no, not shift down, it's alt down? Yeah, hold alt down, and that grabs everything. And then when I look down, if I make it big enough, so I can do both the model and, but I'm gonna have to break this up anyway. Let me put a microwave in there. Great. So still having trouble with textures for sure. so much that it's going to have to be fixed here. And then as for you, Tesla, I think you're the one making the noise, so let's take you out. See if that gets rid of the noise. No, it didn't get rid of the noise. Okay, so that's not that. Let's see, maybe it's this car here. It's not the Tesla truck, it might be the sports car. Let's get rid of you. And let's try. Nope, it's not the sports car. So what is it that's causing me the problem? Is it these lights? If it was these lights, the first thing I want to do is I want to put these in anyway in Blender. So I'm going to export that selection and call it light round and put it into my exports. And then I'm going to take out all of these lights that were put there. Goodbye. And now let's see if that was the difference. Yep, that was it. It was the lights. So now I'm going to go into Blender and bring the lights in. And file, import OBJ, and then find my light round. And it should be somewhere, like there. Oh, there's the light. And you have to go to Object, Set Origin to Geometry to put that one in there, and then rotate it. Now, is there a way to snap this to something specifically? Hold on, I'm going to ask, because I don't want to have to drag it. I mean, I can drag it, but there should be a way to just snap it to the wall. You can do a lot faster building that way. Because it's like a pain to try to keep moving and moving and moving. This. Hold on. So there is a way to do it using Snap. Been checking with ChatGPT, and I think what I'm going to do is select the light bulb object, set origin to geometry, use the origin to 3D cursor. So maybe what we could do is take the 3D cursor and place it on the wall, and then say object set origin to 3D cursor, and then we should be able to take the object and move the line to transform orientation, geometry, then move geometry to origin, and bang, it appears there. So that's the solution. Then we can scale this down and we can work on more precise placement. So that is the best technique for bringing it in. And then as for snapping it to the wall, if we turn on snapping, it should be that, then it should, what should it's going to so much? It is snapping somehow. But it hasn't gone completely there. Let's see if we can we select this. There must be a modifier which is like snap to no modifier for snap to. Maybe I'd have to do add modifier and then see snap. No, there isn't any. There is a thing called shrink wrap. And for shrink wrap, actually you would pick not that, I believe. So let's get rid of this. You would pick the light and then you would add shrink wrap. And then you would target it to the wall. And it did it, but as you can see, what can you see? Where did it go? All right, that was wrong. It didn't do anything. So let's not apply it. Oh, there's the light. So let's try it again. Shrink wrap. And then the target object is the wall. And it disappeared. It disappeared. So that's not good. Or is it there? Nope. Right, well, that ain't working. So maybe one of you knows a better way to get it to snap. I don't. Got snap on, and I'd have to rotate it and continue trying to snap it, but the snap is causing problems, so I'm going to turn the snap off, and then I'm just going to move it out, and move it down. Yeah. Another problem is, of course, is this thing is not aligned according to a traditional XYZ, so it's going to cause us major problems when we try to put it in place. Like, now it's way under the world. How is that possible? God, I hate that. It's like nowhere near it's supposed to be, but it is from a Z perspective. But then when we go into this perspective, it's not. I can't even find it. It's so small. And then bring it down. And of course, it's not the wall at all. There we go. And here's where we should be able to add an array modifier and move it, but do it in whatever the damn, like this should be maybe 20. But and it would have to be done. And then we also have to say like the Z because it isn't normal. Try to align it. And then it's got to be aligned. That. Working in 3D is such a mind blower, isn't it? And here we are trying to automate stuff. So when you're trying to automate stuff, you can run into these issues. It's like Apollo 13. And then let's apply it. And then we can move stuff later on and try to get things better aligned. So lots of work to do. All right, for now, let's pause.